What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video, your girl is here to bring you my next video and my must-have must-gag. This is a series that I created inspired of Samantha March's Will I Buy It series, where I basically come here and talk to you guys about releases, new releases to be specific. I tend to focus in on indie brands because that's the brands that I like to purchase from. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. I always have her channel, not her channel, I always have her Will I Buy It playlist and the community Will I Buy It playlist linked down below, as well as all the Instagram pages that I use to get all of my information. I also link all of the released products down below. If the products are not released, I don't link them down there just because I don't have access to those those linking things like the magic links and all that can make my link shorter. So I literally cannot put all of the information down there for you guys, but I will link everything that is available down below, and if it's too much, I always put it in a pinned comment on this video. If you're wondering what's on my eyes, I did record it. It is with my Moonspell palette. I'm going to be doing a multi-look video with this baby. I'm thinking right now it might be 5 looks, but I might try and do a couple more. It just kind of depends. I don't have too many palettes that I need to test out, and I'm enjoying just taking my time with these palettes right now. So we will see. This is my first look that I've created. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have. What I am going to do is I'm going to zoom out further, and I am going to attempt to scoot over. We'll see how that works. And then we will get started on the new makeup releases. Just to let you guys know, I am recording this on Saturday around 2:30. So if there is a new release after that, I can't talk about it, but I tried to keep this as late as possible so that I can keep this as up to date as possible. First thing that I have pinned is Linda Eldridge. She released some new lipsticks in her True Velvet lipstick range. They are some nudes. They're brownie nudes and some darker like plummy nudes. I'm not gonna lie, I did want one of these. I wanted Velvet Decade. You guys know I love a brownie nude. That is something that I learned about myself this year. I love brownie nudes, but at the end of the day, I don't need this. I already have a Lisa Eldridge lipstick, and I told myself this year I wasn't going to be buying any lip products. I clearly failed, but I'm going to do better now. So I am skipping this, but if I ever get to the point where I get through all of my brownie nudes, I would like to try this particular one because I do enjoy her formula. Like I said, I already have one of her lipsticks. Actually, let me get that for you guys. So I have one of her nudes right here. Well, it's not a nude. I have one of her shades right here, and this one is in Velvet Morning. It's like a really bright orange. Well, not really bright, but it's a bright orange, and I actually really do enjoy this formula. It's really comfortable. There's no scent, and it's nice. It's a nice formulation. So I wouldn't mind having a brown in this formulation and even more colors, but those are the 2 colors out of her whole range that I was interested in. But I can't bring myself to spend what, almost $30 on another bullet lipstick. Zoevo released a new eyeshadow palette. It's a 6-pan eyeshadow palette, and it is called Brushes. I believe that's the full name. Am I in frame? I am. My light is kind of in the way, so I don't know if I'm in frame. I think I am. Brushes. This is a 6-pan eyeshadow palette. Although I enjoy 6-pan or smaller eyeshadow palettes, this is too small for me personally. For me personally, I get bored with palettes like this, and I feel like I can't really get a variety. I enjoy palettes that are like 9 to 12 pans where I can do a variety of shades, even bigger sometimes, but like smaller than 9, I can't handle it. I literally can't. Kylie Cosmetics has released new singles for the fall. I only see, is this it? No, the Woodlands, isn't that an old collection? Maybe that's not an old collection. I could have sworn that was an older collection. We're going to show the Woodlands collection right now. Let me get it together. These are the shades, very pretty shades. My only problem is with Kylie Cosmetics, I go back and forth whether I like their formulation, specifically their singles and even their palettes. So for me, it's just going to be a pass overall. I don't need to continue to bring in things that I'm not liking, or I'm not 100% sure I will like when I get them. A new brand that I saw that looked really nice, I really enjoyed this color scheme. It's Fearless Butte, and this is a blue-green palette with one brown, but I like the few browny green mattes that they have in here. It's a really interesting color scheme. I'll have it on the screen right now. It's $25 and apparently you get free shipping. I think it's a pretty palette. Will I be getting it? No. Would I love to have it? Yes. But I'm not going to be getting it. Thick Lash Cosmetics is coming out with a new palette on November 11th, so it should already be out. Yep. And it's an okay palette. It's not something that I would be interested in at all. It's just not my color scheme. But it's a nice palette. I did just want to say this, a very shocking video will be coming up tomorrow. So when you see me talking about all of these products, saying that I like them, but I'm not going to be getting them, all of this will be explained in a rambly video tomorrow. Okay. ColourPop has released a new collaboration with Pony's makeup. Technically it's with her, but it's also with her, I guess, a brand, which is Bitty. It's a pinky color scheme. They have cheek products, they have an eyeshadow palette, they have lip products, all things that are cool. I'm good though. A brand that I thought this was actually really interesting. Cosmetics released a collaboration with, like, I guess a normal I wouldn't say a normal person, but a normal person that just submitted like their color scheme that they thought was really pretty. This is the palette. It's actually a really nice color scheme. Once again, I wouldn't get it because I don't like such small palettes. Maybe if I was getting it to actually incorporate in other like singles, then yeah, I think some of the singles are actually really pretty. But yeah, I'm not going to get it. Morphe Brushes, or I get, yeah, they're called Morphe Brushes. They're releasing their holiday collection. It has a huge eyeshadow palette, which apparently is in collaboration with like multiple different YouTubers or influencers. Then they have some eyeshadow brushes and some face brushes. They have some lip products. It's all a bunch of unnecessary stuff to me and for me, so it's all going to be a huge pass. Milani did release their holiday collection. They have a vault with like their blushes, and they also have this eyeshadow palette which is called the Gilded Gold eyeshadow palette. To me it does kind of favor the Natasha Denona gold palette, but it also has some of the shades from like one of her all matte palettes as well. I feel like they kind of mixed the two palettes together. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just something that I have the essence of that. And then in this collection, they also had brushes that everybody is going on and on about because I guess the brushes are really expensive. Either way, all of this is a pass for me. I don't tend to purchase a lot of drugstore. Drugstore stuff just does not interest me unless it's like foundation or concealer or powder. Like that'll interest me, and even cheek products will. But eyeshadow, did I say eyeshadow? No, I didn't. But eyeshadow and stuff like that, that just doesn't interest me at all. Alien Cosmetics released a palette, and this is for their holiday. I think it's literally just called their holiday palette. Doesn't say much information. There's too many browns in here for me. I do like the combination once again of the red and the green. I do intend to do a look with for that eventually, soon. It's coming, hopefully. But overall, this palette is just a little too boring for me. ColourPop's sister brand Soul Body released body and face highlighters, and I must say I was like drooling when I saw this post at first, and now I'm like, okay, it's a nice highlighter, it's really big. But I have the Marc Jacobs huge highlighter from the first year that he did it, where it was for my skin tone, so I don't need this. Like I already have that, and I'm nowhere near hitting pan on that, so it is a pass for me. This is something that I'm going to be talking about for a little while, and this is Kathleenlights released her new nail polish brand. I have been getting more into doing my nail polish more regularly. I actually need to do it again because my nails have chipped. They've just chipped. And I used to be an avid supporter of Kathleenlights before her incident. Since then, I haven't really, I tried to watch her channel, but I realized that she posts for people who are younger than me, for people who are more in tuned with like cheaper, not say cheaper makeup, but lower end makeup and drugstore makeup, and also a lot of people who focus in on Sephora and Ulta. Those are things that I don't focus in on. So me and her, our interests don't align as much as they may have when I was first getting into makeup, when I was a loyal supporter of her. Since her incident, I haven't heard anything about anything bad. Please let me know if you've heard anything. But because of that, I'm willing to give her a chance. Like I said, she was somebody who I never really had a huge problem with. And I guess I understand why she did what she did. I still don't agree with it, but there's a little bit of wiggle room for me in certain instances. In this instance, there's a wiggle room. There's wiggle room. So, like I said, she released her new nail polish line, and I refused to purchase from her first nail polish line because of that incident and just my feelings towards her. But I no longer feel anything towards her. I feel indifferent, just as I feel indifferent to Manny MUA, which is why I'm purchasing from his brand. So, with this new line, and after hearing so many really good comments and critiques about her previous nail polish line, I really want to try it. I have found one brand that I actually like the nail polish, and I think the nail polish actually lasts somewhat a decent amount on my nails, but I wash my hands a lot. My hands get put through a lot, so a lot of the times nail polish that lasts on other people does not last on me. So I would love to try her brand, and she has one shade that is like calling me. It is 11 and it's a mustard yellow. I have a mustard yellow, which is actually what's on my hands right now. Let me get the bottle. This is from a black owned brand. I actually got this during the one what was it, the one makeup show thing that I went to, and I really enjoy this. But her mustard yellow seems to have like more of a greeny undertone, which is why I kind of want to try it. I've been trying to hold off so I can wait till somebody else actually buys this and gets this in their hands and they actually review it and tell me if this is like her other formulation. So until then, I probably won't get that, but I do want to try that. And I also am interested in the dusty green, which is Jeffa. I'm interested in those two shades. I think those two shades would be interesting to bring into my collection of nail polish. I've been doing, like I said, pretty good at constantly reapplying nail polish, actually getting through my nail polishes, stuff like that. So yeah, those are two shades that I'm actually looking into. Fenty Beauty released her Ruby Riches highlighter, and this was the renamed Geisha highlighter. I'm going to leave that in the past. I'm not going to even comment on that again. Either way, my best friend actually put this on my Christmas wish or on my Christmas list for me. So I guess I might be getting this. Either way, it's a very pretty highlighter. I would use this as a blush. Hands down, I would use this as a blush, and I would be very happy using this as a blush if she gets it for me or if anybody else gets it for me. So we will see. Yeah, we will see. Spoiled Lip Cosmetics has come out with a palette. It's called the Planchetti palette. I don't know. I think it was out for Halloween. It just reminded me of the Jeffree Star Alien palette, mainly the packaging, which also reminded me, why has nobody duped that palette? Because that was the one palette from him I actually wanted, and nobody duped it. And I'm highly annoyed because I've never been a supporter of dupes, but if somebody dupes that palette, you betcha I'd buy it, because I don't want to support him, but I liked that color scheme. Anyways, this palette, it doesn't scream to me at all, so it is a pass for me. Kesha is releasing her own brand, but it's weird because apparently it's not her own brand. Apparently it's a collaboration with what is the brand? The brand that did the SpongeBob palette. I got that from my best friend. Hip Dot. So apparently this is like a collaboration with Hip Dot, but Hip Dot and Kesha are like making it pretend like it was a beauty brand. I don't know. All I know is that it's probably going to be a pass for me. Although she is very colorful, the eyeshadow palette that she is showing in this picture is huge. I'm not big into huge palettes, so it would have to be like gripping for me to actually get it. And I'm not buying any lip product. Like, it's just, it doesn't right now seem like anything I would want. Maybe, but it doesn't seem like anything I'd want or anything that I don't already have in my collection. Laura Lee Los Angeles is releasing her holiday collection, which is a trio of lip products and 2 quads of highlighters. It's a huge pass for me. I don't need any straight highlighter palettes. Maybe a face palette, yes. Highlighter palettes, no. And the lip products, none of those intrigue me. Full pass. ColourPop did their collaboration with Disney once again for Frozen 2. I'm not interested in anything in these collections at all. For me, the biggest thing about these palettes is that they don't really scream the character. I've seen Frozen once and that's all I need to see. I don't need to see it again. No ma'am. But the fact that, what is her name? Elsa? I think that's her name. Elsa only has 1 blue in that palette. Why? Why? And for, what's the other one? Anna. The fact that Anna only has like 1 burgundy color. Like, once again, why? They should have really went in on those colors. I think I'm actually going to recreate these 2 palettes because they could have done so much more with these palettes in my opinion, and it's just disappointing. So we will keep going. Kraken Cosmetics released their Spellbook Prismatic foils. I already have a couple of foils from a couple of brands, and I haven't even gone to actually test out all of the foils, so I'm not going to purchase anything from this brand. Although, like I said, some of these actually look like foils that I have purchased. One of them actually looks like the foil that I got from Beauty Bar Baby, and it is this one, and it's in Astrid. This one looks like one of the foils. So if you were wondering what Astrid looks like their telekinesis. So, and I think I have some others from some other brands. So just for right now, it's just not the move for me. Apparently Cheetos did a collaboration with Riley Rose, and they have an eyeshadow palette, they have lip gloss set, and they have a highlighter and a highlighter bronzer. I'm not gonna lie, if somebody bought me that highlighter bronzer, your girl would use it because that looks beautiful. It looked like it'd be like a perfect highlighter, bronzer, and blush just combined. But I'm not gonna buy it, so yeah. Bombshell Cosmetica, it looks like they're releasing a holiday collection. I haven't seen the actual holiday collection. I've just seen the packaging. Let's see. They haven't shown anything else. So the packaging says Yummy Banana Split Palette. So that's, I'm guessing that's the theme. It's a banana split palette. Who knows? I do have 1 palette from them which I actually do enjoy. It is a pretty big palette, but I really do enjoy it. So yeah, good things. Davina Cosmetics is coming out with her Sugar Drops collection. It is like another glittery duochrome multi-chrome collection. I enjoy these. Oh, and she also has just like normal shimmers as well. If I could, I would get the Glitter Topper collection. I really enjoy those types of formulations. Not only, it's a really nice formulation. I really enjoy them, but I'm going to have to pass. I'm betting that although it's going to drop during Black Friday, it's going to be a permanent collection. A lot of her stuff is permanent, so later on I will pick it up, maybe. ColourPop released their Going Coconuts collection, which of course has an eyeshadow palette. It has those lip tints. It has cheek products, both in the Super Shock Shadow formula and the normal bronzer formulation. They have some lip scrubs, ointments, all of that stuff. As for the eyeshadow palette, it is brown. Go figure. But it's a different type of brown. A lot of ColourPop's brown eyeshadow palettes have been either warm, and I think they've also done a couple that have been cool toned as well. They haven't really done any that have been actual neutral eyeshadow palettes. This is something that I would never pick up, but I think there is definitely a market for that. As for the other products, it's not something I need. I do have two ColourPop bronzers in the pressed form, and I love them. My favorite, see if I can find it. I actually have the one that I've really gone in. It's in my shop my stash, but this is the color. It's in bits and pieces. This is my backup because I love the shade so much. But there's Huge Pan in my actual bronzer from that collection, and yeah, I think that that formulation is really good. So if you are interested, I would highly recommend that you go ahead and try it. Next, Shop Peachy Queen released like a Friends themed kind of palette. It's a very pretty palette, I must say. You get some really nice bright eyeshadows, both matte and shimmer, and it's just overall nice. I think you could only say there's maybe 2 browns in there. Very nice. I had a palette from them, and I didn't feel that all of the shades were all good, so I actually depotted some of those shades, and now they're singles in my collection, but the singles that I kept are outstanding. So they're a brand that I would tell you to have caution on, maybe see if somebody else purchased from them, and then go from there. Nabla Cosmetics has now fully revealed their next palette, and I will have hopefully a screenshot on the screen for you guys. For me, as much as I've tried Nabla, and I have tried an eyeshadow palette from them, I've also tried singles from them. I don't like their eyeshadow formula. The eyeshadow palette that I got, it actually had a decent formula, but the shades were just too light. I couldn't get any real depth. I couldn't get any real variety from that palette on my complexion. There is another palette that I've been slowly eyeing. We'll see if I ever pick it up. It was from their summer collection. It was like a 6-pan that was basically corals. I think that was the name. It was the coral palette. I was intrigued by that, but once again, because of the fact that I have already purchased both singles and a palette from them, and I didn't get the best experience from that, I don't know if I really want to purchase yet another. And overall, this color scheme is just not where I want it to be. And a lot of people have actually been comparing their palette to this palette, which is the Lunar Beauty palette. I don't see a similarity. Theirs is a lot darker overall. They have darker and richer tones, whereas the Moonspell palette is a lot lighter in tones. So yeah, Revolution has come out with some lip vinyls. I actually do enjoy lip vinyl formulations generally, but none of these colors are intriguing. They've also come out with some new eyeshadow palettes. None of them are really tickling my fancy. They've come out with some new highlighters. Nothing intriguing. I think that's actually a primer too. Not all of it, just easy pass. Haas Beauty has started to sneak peek her holiday collection. I haven't even touched the collection that I pre-ordered. So yeah, I'm definitely not purchasing this at all. I was really excited, and then I got it and I was like, sis, why did you do this? So it is going to be a pass for me on that. M Cosmetics, not the one that I talked about earlier. That one's, I guess, MA. It's the Canadian one. This is the one with Michelle Fawn. I think that's her name. She's the owner of this brand. They're coming out with a new collection. It's called the Magic Hour collection. This is also the brand that did the serum blushes that everybody went crazy over. It looks like they have an eyeshadow palette. They have a Radiant Veil blush and a lip cushion tinted lip luminizer. That Radiant blush looks nice, but if that's the only color, your girl ain't about it. I still am halfway eyeing their cream blushes because I actually have been kind of getting into using my cream blushes more often and cream products just in general more often. So it would be interesting to see what people think about this Radiant Veil blush, and then from there to decide whether I want to bring it into my collection or not. Glam Vice Cosmetics has come out with some liners. I am interested in that mustard liner. Marigold, but I want to figure out if their liners are, I want to know if they're water activated, like how these products are, because I prefer the water activated type of liners, I must say, because then it never dries out. The creamy ones, although I have some from Inglot and I love the one that I have from Inglot, it just, yes, these are water activated. So that's nice. So yeah, I would actually like to try their mustard one. Let me see how much it is, because okay, so it looks like it's $8 per liner, and they also provide bundles as well. And they have different types of liners because I guess they did different collections. That would be a brand that I actually would be interested in trying a liner from, because I really do enjoy water activated liners. And like I said, my favorite like actual cream liner is the Inglot. Holy smokes, that liner formula is bomb. Artitude Cosmetics released their first eyeshadow palette. It's called the Color Splash palette. It is, as it suggests, a colorful eyeshadow palette with looks to be 3 neutrals. So they have a brown, a black, and a white. Everything else is color. This is just a rainbow palette. I just finished purchasing a palette from Kylie Cosmetics, which I need to figure out where that is because I don't think it's arrived yet. But that palette, so I don't need another rainbowy palette coming into my collection, but this, just in case you might be interested, there you go. Kylie Cosmetics has revealed her holiday collection, and she's coming out with her normal things. So she has an eyeshadow palette, she has her lip glazes, some lipsticks, some lip glosses, some liquid lipsticks, some bundles for the liquid lipstick and the lip liner, some brushes, which is new, an eyeliner, a setting spray, and she has a blush duo, which is interesting. Out of everything, honestly, that blush duo would be the one thing that might intrigue me, but honestly, the shade ain't gonna work on me. So it's a pass, and I think that the eyeshadow palette was a huge flop. I think she could have done so much better on that. But I know my friend, I was teasing her via text, she's gonna purchase this, so I'll just bother her and see how she likes it, and we can go from there. But that's all I have. I don't have anything else to talk to you guys about, which is good, because I don't want to be editing all day. I would like to read. I love to read. I have a book that I've been procrastinating on because it's quite boring, but I need to get through it, so I'm going to get through it. Like I already said, I hope I did record this look, so just stay tuned. And if you're wondering where my How Many Releases Did You Wish was last Sunday, I'm sorry, something happened. I think last Sunday I had a deadline for school, so I could not bring it for the life. For the life of me, I just couldn't do it. But I have already recorded the one for September. It will be coming up next Sunday. Or maybe I might finesse it so I get it done this week and then have the one for October coming up next Sunday. So just stay tuned. It's coming. It's already recorded. I just have to edit it. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I think that's it. Let me know down below what your favorite release I talked about was. Honestly, if I had to talk about a favorite release out of everything, what would I say it would be? Because honestly, this month wasn't too much. I really enjoyed the Divina Cosmetics shadows. Those are really pretty. I must say the Kathleenlights nail polishes I'm intrigued by. That one eyeshadow palette from Fearless Beauty, and then Linda Hallberg's lipsticks. Those are the 4 products from this week that really intrigued me. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, y'all, it has been real. Peace.